Saw the money ain't got activated. Saw that money ain't got activated. I saw that money ain't got activated.
Okay guys, this is Zach from the future. I actually filmed a whole video, right? And Seth, if you're watching this is your fault. So Seth was like, hey, put your phone in 4K because it'll film better, because I like noticed that somebody's phone was like super crispy video or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I filmed an entire video in 4K without even realizing it. I completely forgot. And 4K takes so long to load that I couldn't transfer it from my phone to my MacBook. And I filmed it on my phone because I didn't have my GoPro at the time. So here we are. So there's a whole video I didn't get to film, and basically that whole video entailed of me driving the first gen up to the shop. So before we start this video and anyone's confused, I just want to go ahead and let everyone know that I finished putting the first gen together and everything, and drove it all the way up to the shop with no issues, and got it up here and started tearing it apart, and here we are now. So with that being said, guys, here's the start of the video for today. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This thing gets crooked somehow. In today's video, we're gonna be starting on this rig right here. I tell you what, there is nothing that makes me happier than opening this door and just seeing this thing sitting in here. Like it's so and then you have this, and it's just like, it's a good day. Anyhow, I guess we're gonna start tearing into this thing. I think the first thing I want to try to get off is the doors. Get the doors off and start tearing this interior apart, kind of organizing things, and probably try and clean the bed out a little bit so that way we can put parts inside the bed and not take up space in the shop. I really need to build like a parts loft up here, just to put stuff. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna start diving in on this thing. And all right, guys, we got our vehicle here that we got to work on. So just putting a throttle body in it. So that's, from what I can see, looks pretty easy. I will have to run and grab a gasket though, because it did not come with one. So probably get the support. The issue this thing has is it has an extremely bad hesitation. You try to drive it, you hit the gas, and it sputters and pops, and has a bunch of codes for throttle body sensor, throttle position sensor, has all those codes. My guess is if this doesn't fix it, then it's probably like a fuel issue, maybe a clogged fuel filter. Could honestly be clogged catalytic converters. There's really a lot of things. So crossing my fingers that this is it. This is a fairly expensive part, so you know, obviously I don't want to have to put this in there for no reason. These do actually have a relearn too, apparently. So hopefully we can do that relearn without having to take it to a dealership. So we'll start getting this thing tore apart, and then I'm not going to really talk too much about this, but we'll dive into the first gen once I got this thing finished up. So all right, I already got this thing apart. Got this junky old throttle body out. It smells like straight fuel. So we got to grab this gasket real quick, and then hopefully we can throw that in there and we can start working on the Cummins back there. So. Oh my god, they're flying. That's crazy. They're all going to the Grove City meet. Okay, so we got the new throttle body in this thing, and it's still doing the same thing. I know you guys don't really have any interest in this, but I feel like it's a learning, it's a good thing to learn for really anybody diagnosing problems like this. So it has like a underpowered sputter. Like you give it gas and you can hear the motor just screaming, but it just doesn't do anything. It's not like a slip, like a torque converter or a transmission slip, nothing like that, but you can feel it wants to move, but it just can't. And it had codes for throttle body, and it had an engine failsafe code as well. So after putting the throttle body in, I let it run for 15 minutes to do the idle air relearn, and so I went and drove it. Was still doing the same thing, but the engine failsafe code and everything went away. So I honestly think it has two underlying issues. This particular vehicle has had the catalytic converters replaced on it, I think twice, and for some reason they keep clogging up. So I honestly think that's what the issue is, again, because it's very quiet, it sounds weird, it sputters, and it screams, but it just can't get the exhaust out, is what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna let this thing cool down for about an hour or two, and then try to pull the downpipe off and see how it runs with the downpipe off. So we're probably gonna run up to the meet for a little bit and hang out, and then come back and pull that downpipe off, and then also work on this at the same time. So just wanted to give you guys a small update on that, and I'm gonna probably pop this hood and let it get some air in there, and we'll go up to the meet for a little bit. So, all right, guys, I might have stuff on my face, I don't know. This thing has whooped me. I had to pull the downpipes off, and it's not easy. So, and we don't have the right tool, so we're gonna wait to do that tomorrow. Now this guy, we're gonna start working on this. I already started peeling the doors. We don't have to worry about because we're not keeping those doors, but for anyone that talks crap about this stuff, oh, it doesn't peel. Literally, like, look at the, I could probably peel this whole panel at once if I actually did it the right way. But like, this is on over like paint that's not even real paint. So we're gonna peel this, start pulling the interior out of this thing. The center console is massive, so get that out. I don't know how far we'll really get on it tonight. I'm pretty whooped, I'm not gonna lie, from that stupid SUV, and I'm starving. I have an 8, so I know I just sound like a complainer right now, but we'll see how far we get with it. Catch up with you guys when we start doing something. Well guys, pretty big jump in time, I guess. I wouldn't say time wise, but pretty big jump in progress. We started to take apart everything. So we have the fenders off, the doors are off, the carpet is pulled back, but we did find some stuff that I kind of had a feeling would happen, and it's going to add a lot of work to the list of things that have to be done. But it is what it is when you are, you know, working on trucks this old and stuff. You're gonna find hidden surprises. You know, it's just the nature of the beast. Unfortunately, you know, with the time crunch we're on, it sucks, but it is what it is. I'm pretty confident that, you know, we'll have it fixed fairly quick. It's not a huge deal, and I think I even told a couple people that I suspected that this would happen. But the floor pans are they're rotted out. So it looks like, my guess would be some water got trapped underneath this, because the underside of the truck is spotless. There's no rust on the underside. So the only thing I can think of is that maybe some water leaked down from like up here where the emergency brake cable comes in, and it like just puddled up underneath the carpet and caused it, like, I mean, the whole floor flexes right here. So, and then there's a hole here, which sucks, you know, but it is what it is. The good thing is, it looks like we just got to cut out this section, and then probably this section up here. I got my handy dandy screwdriver to kind of see what's strong and what's not. That's pretty strong. So I figured this stuff would be soft, but looks like it's good. Looks like most of this metal is in fair shape now. Oh, even this metal is pretty strong. Looks like just along this pinch weld right here. You know what? I bet these door seals were leaking. I bet the door seals were leaking and causing it to get wet right here. I guarantee that's what happened. or the truck could have sat with the door cracked open. That's, I guarantee. Or say it was a work truck, constantly got in here with wet feet or something along those lines, and the water, I don't know, I could be sounding really stupid right now, but I guess that's good news for me. So looks like we'll probably just cut out up to here, and then the only thing I'm kind of questionable about is this metal has a rolled bend in it, like a bead rolled into it for strength. Not sure if that's necessary to do. We are going to be laying down some sound deadening in this too, so keep that in mind. So this whole thing is going to get sound deadened, like the mat all the way up to the, I mean, every section of this truck's getting sound deadening. One of my biggest like complaints about the truck is the sound, like all the air noise, all the sounds and stuff you hear. It's hard to, you can't even listen. I mean, I know that's kind of like sounds ridiculous coming from someone that literally has a hood stack, but like trying to listen to music and this stuff and this thing is like impossible, or trying to have a conversation because of all the wind noise. The hood stack is like loud, but it's not as loud as you would expect. So ew, what is that? What is that? It's like metal shavings. This side is like clean. This is just like a little, like, got some surface rust on it, but this thing is, this side's in good shape, so that's good news. The driver's side is always going to be worse. They usually are. So we'll probably finish pulling the carpet out tomorrow. We have to unbolt the rear seats and seat belts and pull the trim off the back and stuff like that, to get the carpet the rest of the way out. But yeah, I just wanted to get the carpet peeled up because I had a feeling that would be rusty over there. So now that we got that out, yeah, it doesn't look like this panel has a rolled seam in it, so we probably will be fine to just weld in a normal panel right there. And then obviously we'll have to make like a bend for this one to get up there. I don't know what this stuff is, but yeah, definitely got our work cut out for us, guys. Definitely got our work cut out for us. So just to kind of update you, so we got to fill these in, Bondo over those. One of the some of the dirt glass down here cracked, I think maybe from moisture. There's probably a pinhole in one of the welds, so we'll have to sand that down and fix that. Take the bed all the way down the metal, primer it. That's shouldn't be, that'll just be time consuming, just cleaning all the paint off of it. And then sound deaden this, throw the new carpet in. I want to paint all the door jambs and stuff because I hate that you can still see red. Paint these, pull the cowl off, strip it, primer it, throw it back on. The list goes on, really. Honestly, that's really it. Like, that's really not a lot. We could probably do that in a week's time frame. I know that sounds crazy, but we could probably do that in like a week's time frame. So I don't know. I'll have to pick up some steel for that. I'll try and knock that out this week. Unfortunately, we don't have a tank for the new welder yet, so we'll probably have to use the flux core welder, unfortunately, to weld that in. We'll just have to make sure I clean up the welds and stuff, because the downside of the flux core is it does pop and leave a lot of leftover like residue. I was thinking about it. I think I might, so with this door, this is the passenger side door, this is the only factory door on the truck actually. I was thinking about with this door just taking this to a body guy to be fixed, because it only has this dent right here, which might be kind of hard to see. There you go, you can see this crease dent. It has this dent, and then it has like a couple little dings and dents up here. And this door like shuts perfect. I mean, it has the factory lock, the window works perfect in it. So like, to replace this with something that might have a crappy hinge and have a crappy door latch, you know, the odds are high there. So I kind of just want, oh, there's one of the dents right there, you can see. I kind of want to just see if I can take this to a body guy and see how much it would be just for him to Bondo and fix all the dents in this door and go from there, because it's really not terrible. That crease is the worst part, and that might be hard to fix, so I don't know, but we'll see how much that costs. If it, obviously if it's just as expensive as buying a new door or buying a used clean door, then we'll probably just have to go with that. But I really hate to get rid of this door just because it's like a mint door, just over time has gotten some dings and dents in it. So I don't know, we'll figure out what we're gonna do with that. The other door is probably 100% gonna get replaced because it's all kinds of mangled, and I didn't realize on the inside of the door they like welded a lot of the panels back together and stuff, so it must have been like an accident or something, I don't know. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Yeah, so alright guys, that's gonna actually be it for this video. Basically, in the next video, we'll probably be getting the carpet the rest of the way out, starting to cut this out, and then probably stripping the bed down in the process of all that. Hopefully I can get, I don't even want to think about the amount of work we have. I haven't ate today. I haven't been home all day. I haven't done anything all day besides work on this freaking thing. Well, actually work on this thing is what really beat me, and then after I was whipped on that, I still came over and freaking worked on this, which is stupid. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Pray for me in my endeavors with this freaking pile of junk. It could be worse, I guess. But anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.
Turned into a sailor. It's like all the niggas got so much flavor. I be saucing on these bitches. I'm so smooth, dog. I got so much rhythm. Hey, y'all don't know the recipe. I'm so saucy. They still trying to figure out how to put them in a coffin. They want the ingredients, loving my flavor. Swimming in the money, now I turned into a sailor. Y'all don't know the recipe.